Welcome to this new Addon Spotlight. Earlier this week we already looked at this nice helicopter, right? It's the Robinson R44 Raven II helicopter project. However, a new version is available. It was released yesterday and it contains some enhancements, right? So there are some things which I would say are fixed. There are some things which are removed. For example, the stall warning has been removed, but there are also some new adjustments being made. For example, there's a new engine, new flight model, system configuration. There's also some electrical systems which have been updated, including some change to the lighting, right? Especially the lighting brightness for the outside lights, and they lowered the interior lights. There's a new communication system, transponder and radio. It's now fully operational. Updated thumbnails, new cyclic with interactive switches, doors show and hide, and there's a new GPS and sun cover. Besides that, there are far more changes as I can probably tell you. But one of the other most important things is that it contains the latest Airland FS application, right? We discussed that one already in the, I would say, prior or in the previous Addon Spotlight. That's a tool which you really need to start to make sure that you can, I would say, fly with this aircraft. If we look from the inside, right, we can see some nice details. As I would say previously, there's some new transponder system which is now being added here. As you can see, it's now also fully functional. And there are some changes to the cockpit, because I don't think that these buttons were here previously, right? Not all of them are working, right? As you can see, the landing and avionics and doors are working, but the other ones are not. So you can open and close the doors now. So welcome to opening the doors. So that's cool. So you can also have a look at that from the outside, of course. How realistic it is, that's the question, because it simply looks like it hides the doors or opens them, but it doesn't, I would say, really open them. So let's close them again. So it looks like that they need to do some work on the outside to make it a little bit more realistic. Then we've got the start button here, but it looks like this one is not yet working. And of course, we've got the other buttons, which were already there in the previous releases. So let's switch on the master battery. Then let's see if we can manage the other buttons. This avionics button, this one can be used to manage the transponder. Some cool, nice views. I'm not sure if they were there previously. Don't think so. So let's hit reset and let's focus on the transponder now. So the transponder, as you can see, it's really default one, right? So you can simply add the transponder and then you can make sure that it's set to on, right? So if you're assigned the transponder code, you can configure it using these buttons here and then switch it to on. By default, it's switched to off. The other thing is that it's nice that it has a VFR button, so you can switch it easily on to VFR. Then it makes sure that the ATC is notified that you're flying IFR. Sorry, VFR, not IFR. If you're assigned IFR, you're assigned a unique transponder code. Then we've got the standby radios, the navigation systems and the communication radios over here. Not so many changes here. As we can see, there's some information here about the altitude, decrease, increase speed, the speed which you can fly. There's some buttons here for landing. Probably that's the landing lights, so we can look at the outside, although it's probably really hard to see. So let's look at the front of the aircraft. Don't see a lot happening here, so let's switch them on. Or let's try the other button. Also not a lot of functionality here. So that's, I would say, still works, some work in progress there. let's try to switch on the engine. Sounds a little bit like it's, I would say, some screws are in between or something. But it looks like that everything is fine now, right? So that's cool. So let's try to move some other positions and let's see if we can go to some other buttons over here. We can do it like this. It's not the easiest way, to be honest, but you can switch on the navigation lights, the strobes, right? So you can now see the lights are burning on the helicopter. Strobes on the back. Yeah, there it is above the tail. I'm not sure if it's working. You would expect it would be flashing, right? But let's have a look from inside and let's try to take off using this helicopter. Hello? It's the same issue again. And what I mean is with the same issue is that previously I also couldn't start it due to the fact that I forgot to open the Airland FS, but I'm pretty sure that I opened it this time. Oh no, it was not open this time. So you need to be 100% sure that you're opening it, because if you don't do it, you can't fly with the helicopter. So it's a dependency currently on the helicopter, right? It's, I would say, I'm not sure why it's a dependency. You would see that the other, I would say, aircrafts are not depending on it. And you can also see that the RFS sometimes throws in messages that you need to correct some stuff. Hopefully the dependency for that will be removed in the future. Because personally I don't like, I would say, flights which have an external dependency. But probably there's a very good reason for that. So we can simply fly around, right? We can see the navigation system already in front of us, which is cool, which we can use to, I would say, program the flight, either direct or setting a full flight, right? You can go to direct 2. I also need to take in mind that I'm flying, so let me concentrate on that first. So the flight or the aircraft doesn't have, I would say, kind of a hover thing. You can also see that it continuously says, hey, correct pedals, although I'm not 100% sure if you can see that. And I think we're now going to crash, to be honest. So it looks like that I need to change some things in the RFS configuration, because it's continuously trying to, I would say, move away, as you can see. It's continuously trying to rotate. So I need to continuously steer, I would say, in the, say, opposite direction, which is kind of nasty, because if I leave it alone, you can see that it's trying to do weird stuff. So probably that's something I'm gonna investigate and post a video about how you can correct that. But for now, right, we're flying. Several new enhancements made to this beautiful helicopter. I also saw some, I would say, really cool other helicopters, like a Black Hawk being, I would say, being developed as we speak. That would be really cool to fly with that one, right? That's one of the larger helicopters. This one, smaller one, but it really flies nice, right? So you can simply use it to fly. It's a nice one in addition to the H135 and H145 helicopters which have been released. So have a look at the latest version and give it a try yourself. Let me know what you think about it, right, in the comment box below the video. I'm really curious what you think about this helicopter, if you like it or not, or what you think are, I would say, things they need to work on. Let me know. So here ends this add-on spotlight. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below the video. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then ensure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.